What's up, YouTube? So, I just woke up, so don't mind me. I've been wanting to kind of talk about this for a while, but I think I've been waiting for things to change, and nothing has really changed like that. So, I know we are older. I know people have lives, they have kids, work gets in the way, and, this and that, but I feel like it's not that hard to make time for people as much as people like to make it seem like it is hard. It's not. It's not that fucking hard. Um, so I love my friends. I've been having the same group of friends for about collectively 17 plus years. I have 3 best friends and some side friends. I made a new friend actually this year, and I'm feeling some type of way because I feel like lately, as of really the last 2 years, mostly this year, I've been the one really putting it in the most work to see everybody. Like, it's always me asking, like, hey, can we kick it? Hey, what are you doing Saturday? Or what are can we do this? Can we do that? Like, and sometimes how do I say this without sounding like a bitch? Sometimes I want to, like, ask them, like, why don't you put in that same effort? But then I feel like they're just gonna make up excuses, and I don't want to hear the excuses. Like, I really don't. And it's like, I get it, you know I'm the only one. Well, no, me and my friend Brianna both don't have kids. Everybody else has kids. And it's like, yeah, I feel like I probably am the only one that doesn't have as much responsibility as everybody else. But still, like, I go through a lot too mentally. Like, I deal with a lot. I do take care of both of my parents on top of working, on top of going to the gym, like, and on top of helping my sister out. So it's like, I do a lot as well, but I still try to make time for everybody if I can, and I do for the most part. And I feel like I've had enough conversations with people telling them how I feel about it, and it's like nothing's changing. So I'm getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm just not gonna reach out. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna try to kick it and just see where that goes. And for a long time, like, it's been hurting my feelings because I don't get the same in return. Like, they don't, to me, there's no effort. And these are like my best friends for years. So it's like, I don't want to argue with them. Like, we don't argue. Like, like, we've probably had, like, well, 2 of my best friends, like, we had our in and outs, like, just a little bit, not too much. And one of my friends, we never argued. So it's like I don't want to go there. And I understand, like, we all have our ish going on, but it's like, I'm done. I'm just done trying. And it does hurt me because I don't want to be that way, but I'm the only one getting hurt here. They probably do feel bad. They probably do feel like, dang, I wish I could make time for this and wish I could make time for that. But it's just like, I don't really see it there, like, at all. I don't really get much of a, hey, Gab, I hope you're okay, like that. Like, even though if I can't see them, like, I just shoot them, that text, and then, like, oh, I'll get a response back, like, oh yeah, you too, blah blah this, oh, I'm sorry, this and that. But it's like, no, I don't feel like you're sorry. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't. And I'm not gonna argue with them. I'm just gonna keep it pushing. And I've been holding myself back, I feel like, from moving and doing certain things because I'm like, dang, I'm gonna be away from my friends. But it's like, mentally, we're already away from each other. And it's like, it's still love there, but I'm not finna keep doing what I do. Like, I'm the type of friend that buys birthday gifts, Christmas gifts and stuff, but I recently just stopped because I wasn't getting the same in return. And I'm like, this is dumb. Like, I'm putting in all this effort and all this work to be this good friend, and I'm not really getting nothing back. Mind you, I never really expected anything back, but then it's just like, it gets to a point in your life where you're like, okay, like enough is enough. Like, I go through this even in relationships. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't expect this back. But it's just even the thought, like, you know, like just even a thought, like if it was like, man, you know, I couldn't afford it, you know, this week. And I'm not even asking for like big things. Like you could literally just write me a letter, like a little note, a little gift card, you know. It could be some flowers, like, you know, it could be something just so small, because it's just the thought that counts. But it's like, I don't even get that. And I'm just tired of accepting the bare minimum, I guess you can say. Yeah. Like, I get where we're older now, but things don't have to be the way that they are. I just feel like, again, in society, we're just becoming numb. Like, we're becoming really distant, and I don't feel like that's a good thing. Like, we're just divided all over, and it's just causing a lot of bad energy when there shouldn't even be any, you know, because I'm all about energy and I try to keep it, you know, leveled out. But at this point, it's like I gotta just stop putting in all the effort, because I'm not getting anything back, and I'm not liking that, you know. So going into this new year, I'm really finna just put myself first and stop feeling guilty of like, oh, I'm being mean, or oh, what if they don't like me anymore because I'm being this way, or because I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that, and they're expecting this from me. Because I feel like a lot of people like, oh, well, I know I can depend on Gabby. Oh, I know Gabby's gonna be there. I know this and that. But it's like sometimes, oh, I said my real name on here. I just realized that. I usually don't really say my real name. I don't like people know my name on here. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, so going into this new year, I'm gonna try to put myself first. I'm gonna try to not feel guilty or bad for doing that. And people always feel like they can rely on me, and you know, I'm not gonna always be there anymore, because I really, really, really do want to move. And I think I'm just gonna take that chance. Like, I've been caring about just being there for everybody else, but who is there for me? Who's there for me? I don't feel like anybody is really there for me. And even me thinking that, I'd be like, okay, well, that's being selfish. But no, that's just being realistic. Like, realistically, I think they would even be like, yeah, you know, Gab, yeah, you're right. Like, you're right. Yeah. And it's like, oh, but you're strong, you're independent. I ain't trying to be. Like, well, I'm not trying to be. It's just like, just because I am doesn't mean that I don't need help or I don't want it. Like, you know, I want it. I do. Like, I want the help. And that's what gets me that's what gets me just riled up, because it's just like, is this just gonna be how it is for the rest of, like, you know, my life, or the rest of, you know, everyone's life? Like, is it just gonna get worse and worse? Like, that's why I'd be like, okay, well, I don't really want to be here, because it's like, I don't want to be like that. Like, that's just not me. And it's like, in a way, it kind of forces you to like kind of become like them in a way. And it's like, I don't want to be that. And that's why I've been trying to surround myself around, like, you know, just new people, like, you know, new friends and stuff like that. And even when I said like that in the past to my friends, I'm like, yeah, you know, I want to meet some new people, I want some new friends. They look at me like, well, what's wrong with us? Like, nothing really wrong with y'all. Just like, I just want some new friends that are just a little bit more like-minded like me, like, you know, a little more available, you know, stuff like that. And I'm just rambling right now. I didn't really think this video through. But it's like, man, I don't know. I just know with this new year coming, I'm just gonna really be focusing on my health. That's one thing. I'm about to stop eating red meat first, and then I'm gonna go down the line after that. I don't know if I'm gonna become a full vegetarian, but I do just want to eat more veggies, like just some meals just only be veggies, you know. So that's one of my goals of next year. I want to get in the gym a little bit more. This year I've been slacking a lot. I want to start reading more. I want to get into like cycling, like, you know, riding like mountain bikes and, you know, just stuff like that. Meditating again. I have not been meditating like that, you guys. I am not going to lie. Like, that part of me left for like a long time, and this year made me realize like I was much happier like back in 2018 when I was on like my spiritual journey. Like, I was like there, and I fell off for a while, and now I'm trying to get back. But it's like something kind of like pulls at me in the way for some reason, and I need to detach from that. And I feel like I just need to get more in tune with myself again. I feel like I haven't been in tune with myself, and I need to really listen to myself this time around. I ignore my gut. I ignore my instinct. Like, I ignore my intuition. I ignore all that sometimes because I feel like I'm judging a person without knowing them. But it's like, no, you're picking up on an energy that you don't want in your life. So, you know, listen to it. Like, listen to it, especially as a woman. Listen to it, please. Like, I would have saved myself so much. I would have saved myself like just so much time, so much energy, like, if I would have just listened to myself. So that's another thing that I do want to achieve next year. Yeah, I didn't expect for this video to be that long. I'm hungry as hell. That's all I keep thinking about right now. My mouth dry. Like, I'm just hungry. I don't know what I want to eat right now. Maybe some ceviche. I feel like cooking some of that or making some of it. So, yeah. Bye.